invite one such small cap company which has the potential to get into the big leagues, and I'm talking about SastaSundar Group. Mr. B.L. Mittal, the founder and executive chairman of the group, is joining us on the show to talk to us about the company. Hi, good afternoon. Good to be speaking with you, Mr. Mittal. Just to begin the conversation, I understand that you are in the business of pharmaceutical distribution. You sold off the majority of your stake when it comes to the retail online pharmacy to Flipkart a few years ago. But talk to us about right now, what are the various revenue propositions that you have, and what is going to be the growth lever going forward for our viewers who are just looking at SastaSundar Ventures for the first time?
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I'm happy to answer your questions. So yes, there are two verticals of our business. One is we have the strategic tie-up with Flipkart Group. We hold 25% stake in Flipkart Health and supply the resellers who are listed on the platform. That is number one. And number two is the Retailer Shakti, which is our B2B digital distribution platform. Growth lever, we see more towards our B2B distribution channel, Retailer Shakti, because that is full under our control. So we expect that the growth should be very sharp into Retailer Shakti or B2B distribution platform.
Saying the growth is expected to be sharp, but if I have it right, sir, over the last 3 to 4 years, you're growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 40%. When you say there's acceleration in one part of your business, does that mean that the overall growth rate will be even better than 40% in the coming 2 to 3 years?
It is very difficult to predict that we are in a very infancy stage. So we are building the business, and we face certain challenges in our B2C e-pharmacy channel. So overall, it will take another 6 months to forecast that what will be the growth rate. But at present, we need to consolidate more our business towards Retailer Shakti.
Just going to take a question furthermore on that is that, so, what could be, would it be around the 35% mark? Is that something we can expect in the next couple of years? Any indication on that front?
The indication I can, percentage wise, since you would appreciate the fact that we are into digital business, so the growth can be very fast, and there can be some muted quarters also. So, and we are at a very, very infancy stage, at a very initial phase of our startups. So exact year-by-year growth target may be a little bit difficult, but I can say that we are building a company with a turnover of 10,000 crores and with EBITDA of around 5% and ROCE of more than 30%. That is what our team is working upon, and we expect that in next 6-7 years we should achieve. So that is what our target is. But giving year-by-year growth as a CAGR at this stage is very difficult for us to predict.
Also, I just want to understand in terms of the shift that you're seeing in terms of market as well, pharma distribution space, where you are seeing a structural shift in India, also moving towards that digital side as well, more towards the organized players. So, could you talk to us about that as well? How much of a shift are you seeing? How are you seeing in terms of the market share gains that you would be seeing as well?
Right now, we estimate that the organized wholesale market should be around 8 to 10%. And we clearly see the visibility of shifting from 8 to 10% to around 50% in next 10 years of the time. So, and then as you are aware that the distribution channel in pharmaceutical is not data driven, lacking to access of medicine, right kind of medicine, genuine medicine, authentic medicine access. And as you are aware that India being the pharmacy of the world, and still our 65% population don't get access to basic medicine at affordable and genuine medicine. So the problem lies into distribution of data-driven distribution chain, and that we are solving. So there is a clear-cut resource available. There are clear-cut user base. So it is sure that this inefficiency will be eliminated, and we are entering into that.
Yeah, one of the problems, as you talked about, is the access to medicines, but the other is also the diagnostic space, right? And you are getting into the B2C space in terms of diagnostics. It's at a very nascent stage right now, less than 0.5% of your revenue. But what kind of scale up do you expect in the B2C business? Let's say the revenue in the next couple of years, what would the profile look like?
So that we are working a very innovative technology, and we will be launching very soon a concept called Quick Health, where you will get the doctor in 15 minutes and then diagnostic on the same day, and then next couple of the time is linking with the medicine. So that is the concept we will be addressing to SOS market and market which is related to emergency catering as well as chronic. So that part is missing. So we'll be launching in next few days the Quick Health, Genu Quick Health app, and that will be addressing to B2C app. And after 6 months of the time testing phase, we will let you know what kind of consumer traction comes in, because it has to be a sustainable business. We don't believe into case-burn businesses. So traction has to be there, and after traction and adaptability of the market product test, will be able to forecast what can be the revenue model for this.
Okay, right. Mr. Mittal, also, you've spoken about SastaSundar Ventures Limited are actually proposed in terms of simplifying their corporate structure. So one, what would you be looking at in terms of that? When can we see that happening? Anything in terms of demerger into a separate unit, or how is that going to be working?
Yes, so we are committed about simplification. So under the simplification, the structure will be that SastaSundar Health Body Limited, which house the retailer Shakti business, and Genu diagnostic business will be separately listed. And this holding company structure we propose to diminish, and our financial service NBFC company Microsec Resources will be listed separately. So these two are the clear-cut structure. There were some technical issues. We need to refile the application after or audited account. So maybe in first week of June, we will be refiling. And we estimate that in next 18 months, we should be able to get it through.
Filing in June and expecting clarity in 18 months. But I'm very curious to know, you have a cash on books of almost 500 crores. Your market cap is 1,000 crores. What's the plan? Are you not utilizing your cash well? Are you looking at perhaps making some acquisition? Are you looking at rewarding your shareholders? What's the entire strategy with cash on books?
See, this case we received from the Flipkart deal. So that is lying in the books. As I said, we are not in hurry. We are experimenting two fabulous wings. One is the B2B retailer Shakti, and then the next is our Quick Health launch app into our Genu diagnostic business. And depending upon that, we can decide that where to put in capital, because we have the clear benchmarking for our team to generate right kind of return on capital employed. If we don't found it, then it is better to return to the capital to the shareholders. But the mandate is very clear that you need to generate right kind of ROC on the capital deployed. So we are not in hurry. We have fully invested the capital into right kind of instruments. And we firmly believe that in next 6 months of time, we'll be able to do the planning for capital utilization.
Yeah, no, because exactly that was my thought process. If you want proceeds of around 30% and a cash lying on books of 500 crores, it's not the best utilization, but maybe over the next 6 months, there'll be more clarity. But a couple of more questions before I let you go, especially on the stake that you hold in Flipkart Health right now. You talked about how you sold the majority stake and you hold a minority stake at the moment. Do you want to continue holding that, or you're looking at perhaps selling that out as well at some point of time?
No, we want to continue held it, because we, as a founder, we developed a most efficient ecosystem called retail health buddy ecosystem, whereby this was a beautiful partnership between digital health as well as the physical front end for the customers. And we firmly believe that as the vision of Flipkart is that their customer from Bihar called and make an order. A 65 years patient can make an order. So our objective is to solving the problem. So we want to continue to support Flipkart Health in their endeavors to develop this ecosystem. This we firmly believe that Flipkart Health is health but ecosystem, which is one of the best and most cost efficient ecosystem in the world. And it is up to them to utilize it properly. So we are watching closely that how efficiently they can execute the plan. They have the gold mine in their hands. Now it is up to them to mature it or not.
Right, Mr. Mittal, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now, giving us as well as our viewers an understanding in terms of the company, the outlook of the company going forward as well. Thank you so much for joining in with us. That was the management of SastaSundar Ventures joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now. Surely keeping an eye out on.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.